For the second straight day, Arizona Red for Ed teacher movement is at the state capitol. They're demanding Governor Doug Ducey increase funding for public education. More than 1,000 schools are closed and 840,000 students are out of the classroom. RT's Dan Cohen is in Phoenix for us and joins us now. Dan, what can you share with us today?
Good to be with you, Anya. The crowds have thinned out now, but 25,000 teachers, mostly teachers, showed up today to make their voices heard. The Arizona State Legislature has mostly ignored them and called recess for the weekend. There are reports of a special session, an emergency session, in just an hour, but those are unconfirmed. Let's take a look at the package I filed earlier today. It's a sea of red here at the Arizona State Capitol. For a second day in summer-like heat, teachers, students, and parents have organized the first statewide teacher walkout, calling themselves the Red for Ed movement. Starting Thursday, teachers refuse to return to classrooms until their demands are met by Governor Doug Ducey and the Republican-held state legislature. Arizona elementary school teachers have the lowest salaries in the country. When adjusted for inflation, elementary school teachers here are paid 11% less than they were in 2001. While funding for public schools has dropped, corporate tax cuts cost the state $600 million per year since 2014.
When we're talking about education funding, we need to talk about the corporate tax cuts because they're not going to pull this. We don't want to raise off of DES, who helps the low-income people of our state. We don't want it coming out of university money.
But the teachers have broad public support. A majority of Americans support their demands. Republican lawmakers have harshly criticized the walkout. Governor Doug Ducey, who is up for re-election this year, called the walkout political theater. After rejecting the teachers' demands, Ducey has slowly offered token amounts. In January, he offered a 1% bonus. By April, Ducey said he would agree to a 20% raise over a 3-year period, but he did not say where the money would come from. In March, a federal judge ruled unconstitutional Ducey's proposition to fund the teacher's salary increase from the Arizona State Endowment Trust Fund.
Prop 123 was Ducey's baby. He was going to fund the schools by robbing our state land trust. I have a seven-year-old child. By the time she's a senior, we would have $1 billion less money in the schools because they were going to be taking it out of the way that we fund the schools, our land trust.
State Superintendent of Public Instruction Diane Douglas warned teachers that the walkout is illegal and teachers could face retribution, even having their certificates stripped. However, there is no statute against a teacher walkout, only a 1971 Arizona State Attorney General opinion. Arizona is a right-to-work state, and many teachers do not have union protection.
We're prepared. If nothing happens with this, he's up for election. I will be wearing this shirt in red, knocking on doors, and we all need to do that. Because if he's not going to talk about what really matters, we have to force him. We will get him out of office, and we will get somebody that is friendly to education funding.
On the eve of the walkout, Ducey signed a tax cut for a coal corporation and made no comment on Thursday's massive showing. But after decades of slashes to funding for public education, these teachers have little to lose and are determined to make their voices heard. Reporting in Phoenix, Dan Cohen, RT.